Okay, so we're going to start with problem A. It says the length of a rectangular field is 24 meters. This is 3 meters less than twice the width. Find the width. Okay, so first thing we do is we determine what it is we're looking for. They want us to find the width. We have an information sentence at the beginning that says the length is 24. Next, we find the equation sentence. The equation sentence is this is 3 meters less than twice the width. So now we translate. This is pointing to what was mentioned in the sentence before. So it is pointing to 24. Is equals 3, less is subtraction, than is a reverse word, twice is 2 times the width, x. So my equation is 24 equals, we're subtracting the 3, since we have a reverse word, the 3 has to go on the right of the minus sign, and 2x goes in front. Now we solve. There are no parentheses, no terms to combine. We can't have a variable on both sides. We don't have that. Step 4 is stop and check. Make sure that we have only one variable term. We do 2x. It's the only x in the problem. So we can move on to step 5. Undo addition or subtraction. The 3 is being subtracted from the x. The 2 is multiplied. So we need to undo the minus 3 by adding 3. 24 plus 3 is 27. Then we divide by 2, divide by 2. The 2's divide out. And that's not a y, that is an x. 27 divided by 2. 27, 2 does not go into 27 evenly. So we either need to change that to a mixed number. 2 will go into 27 13 times. 2 times 13 is 26 and 1 left over. Or if you punch it in your calculator, you would get 13.5. So D is answer the question. Again, do not get so used to this being the answer to the question. It is not always going to be. And in fact, in just a few minutes, you're going to see that it's not. Okay? This question right here could have easily have said, find the perimeter. Well, the perimeter is not 13.5. That's the width. So you'd have to take 13 plus 24 plus 13 plus 24, add those up, all 4 sides, to get the perimeter. So it's not always going to be whatever number you get for x. That's why I say write your answer in words so that you get used to going back and making sure you're answering the question. The question is find the width. The width, x, is 13.5. Because that's one of the things they will do on the GED to make sure you're paying attention. You're going to do all this work and get the correct number that you're supposed to get, but it's not going to be the answer to the question because you didn't go back and answer the question and make sure that what you got is what the answer to the question is. All right, problem B says the price of a TV set on sale is $360. This is 2/3 of the regular price. Find the regular price. Price of a TV set on sale is $360. This is 2/3 of the regular price. Find the regular price. So first thing we do is determine what it is they're asking us to do. They want us to find the regular price. We will call that X. They tell us that the sale price is $360. Find the equation sentence. The equation sentence is this is 2/3 of the regular price. Translate. The word this points to something that was stated in the sentence before it. It's 360. 360 is equals, 2/3 is a fraction, of is times the regular price, X. 360 equals 2/3 of is times X. There's our equation. Anytime we have a fraction written in front of a variable, the variable can jump to the top. So we get rid of parentheses, there aren't any. We combine like terms, there aren't any. We can't have variables on both sides of the equal sign, we don't have that. Step 4, make sure there's only one variable term left in the problem. There it is. There's one X right there. There are no other X's. So I'm multiplying by 2. I'm dividing by 3. Instead of dividing by 2, I'm going to multiply by 3 to get rid of the fraction. The fraction will disappear. The 3's divide out. We're left with 2X. If I divide, I'm going to have to take 2x over 3 and divide that by 2. That's going to be a mess. You can get the right answer, but it's going to be a mess. So why not get rid of the fraction and divide by or multiply by 3? 360 times 3 is 1080. Now we can divide by 2, divide by 2. 1080 divided by 2 is 540. So we solved, and now we answer the question. the regular price of the TV is $540. Okay, let's look at C. C has a little something different about it that you will run into from time to time. It's not something that you see a lot, but you will see it from time to time. It says 3/5 of the members of a hiking club went on the last hiking trip. It says if 39 people went on the last hiking trip. Well, it says went on the trip, so went on the trip, comma, how many people, no, how many are in the club? 3/5 of the members of a hiking club went on the last hiking trip. If 39 people went on the trip, how many people are in the club? Well, it's not 39. 39 went on the trip. A fraction of the people in the club went on the trip. So 39 is how many people went, and it's a fractional amount of the whole membership of the club. So, first thing we need to do is determine what they're asking us to find. How many are in the club? We want to know how many club members. And we're going to call that X. So really this would be number of club members. Next, we find the equation sentence. Occasionally, the equation sentence is really two sentences. All of that is the equation sentence. So we need to translate. Three-fifths of means times the members of the club. Well, the members of the club, they're X members of the club. And they went on a hiking trip, and the number of people that went is 39. So our equation is 3/5 X equals 39. Anytime a fraction is written in front of a variable, the variable can jump on the top. I can divide by 3 or multiply by 5. If I multiply by 5, it'll make the fraction go away. 39 times 5 is 195. Then we divide by 3, and 195 divided by 3 is 65. So there's 65 members of the club. If you took 3/5 and multiplied it by 65, you'll get 39. So there weren't 39 members in the club. It was 39 members that went on the trip, and it was 3/5 of the club that went on the trip. Again, this is an unusual circumstance, but it will pop up from time to time. There are 65 members in the club. All right, let's look at D. D says Matthew travels two and 1/2 probably uphill in the snow both ways. This is, let's see, losing my place. This is 3 times the distance that Jennifer travels. How far does Jennifer travel? Okay. We're asked to find how far Jennifer travels. I'll call it X. There's an information sentence that says Matthew travels 2.5 miles. Two and a half miles. Find the equation sentence. This is 3 times the distance Jennifer travels. Translate. This is pointing to something mentioned in the sentence before it. It's talking about 2.5. The word is equals 3 times the distance Jennifer travels, we called X. 2.5 equals 3 times X. can do this a couple of ways. No parentheses, no combining like terms. We don't have variables on both sides. This is the only variable term. There's nothing to subtract or add. So I need to divide by 3 and divide by 3. This is 2.5 divided by 3. I can either do that arithmetic, which would be 2.5 divided by 3 means 2.5 divided by 3. We're dividing fractions or mixed numbers, so we have to change this to an improper fraction. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5 halves divided by 3 over 1. Okay, 5 halves divided by 3 over 1. You should remember, keep, change, flip, keep the first fraction, change division to multiplication, flip over the second fraction. 5 times 1 is 5, 2 times 3 is 6. We get 5/6. Or if you took 2.5 and divide it by 3, you will get 0.833333 repeating. So the answer to the question is Jennifer travels 5/6 of a mile. Or Jennifer travels 0.83, depending on where you're going to round it, 0.83 miles. All right, problem E. We're going to work a couple of them, and then we're going to take a break. But I'm going to have you work problem E. It says the diameter of a small pizza is 16 centimeters. This is 2 centimeters more than 2/5 of the diameter of a large pizza. Find the diameter of a large pizza. Okay, I want you doing that one. Let me know when you get an answer. Okay, let's take a look. First thing, they want us to find the diameter of the large pizza. We will call that X. Information sentence says the diameter of a small pizza is 16 inches or centimeters. Find the equation sentence. This is 2 centimeters more than 2/5 of a large pizza. Translate. This is pointing back to the 16. 16 is 2 more means addition, than is reverse word. 2/5 is the fraction, 2/5 of is times x, the large pizza. So our equation is 16 equals, we're adding, we have a reverse word, so 2 comes after the plus sign. In front of the plus sign is 2/5 x. Okay, now we solve. No parentheses, no combining like terms, no variables on both sides. Stop and check. Yes, this is the only variable term in the problem. So now we can undo addition or subtraction. The 2 is being added, the 2/5 is being multiplied. So I'm going to subtract 2 and subtract 2. 2/5 x. On this side, I have 14. Anytime a fraction is written in front of a variable, the variable can jump to the top. 2x over 5 equals 14. I'm going to get rid of the fraction by multiplying by 5. 5 times 14 is 50, and 20 is 70, equals 2x. Then 70 equals 2x, divide both sides by 2. X is 35. Now we answer the question. The diameter of the large pizza is 35 centimeters. Okay, so I'll start with problem number 1. It says the second of 2 numbers is 7 times the first. Their sum is 32. Find the numbers. The second of 2 numbers is 7 times the first. Their sum is 32. Find the numbers. So the first thing we do is determine what are they asking us for. They're asking us for 2 answers, 2 numbers. The numbers are named first number and second number. The second of 2 numbers is 7 times the first. So we're talking about a first number and a second number. In these kind of problems, we need 2 sentences. And it would be helpful. It would be helpful if we had a sentence that said the first number is da 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 da, and another sentence that says the second number is da 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 da. Well, unfortunately, in this problem, and the problems like this that we're going to look at, they're going to give us one of those sentences, but they're not going to give us the other. I have a sentence that says, the second of two numbers is. The second number is. They're not saying anything other than right here about what the first number is. There is no statement that says the first number is this. So that means that since they're not telling me anything about the first number, it must be x. The second number is written in terms of the first number, in terms of x. So it says the second number is 7 times the first. The first is x, so the second number is 7x, 7 times the first. Now we find our equation sentence. In these kind of problems, the equation sentence is actually very short. Their sum is 32. Translate. Sum means add together. The first number plus the second number is 32. First number plus the second number is equal to 32. X plus 7x equals 32. Now we solve. Step 1 is to get rid of parentheses. We don't have any parentheses. Step 2 is to combine like terms. Wait a minute. How about that? Now we have some like terms. X and 7x adds up to 8x. Then we look to make sure we don't have variables on both sides. I don't. I only have variable on this side. Step 4, stop, check, make sure that there's only one variable term in the problem. There is. It's 8x. Then we undo addition or subtraction. Well, there's nothing being added or subtracted to x. So now we go to step 6, undo multiplication or division. So the 8 is being multiplied. We divide. The 8's divide out. We're left with x. 32 divided by 8 is 4. 4 is not the answer to the question. It is part of the answer, but it is not the answer. The answer says find the numbers. Well, if I put 4 in for x, that means the first number is 4, and the second number is 7 times 4, or 28. So the answer to the question is the first number is 4, the second is 28. So you can see the problem's gotten just a little bit more complicated. Not terribly complicated, but a little more complicated than what it's been. Look at number 2. Number 2 says the second of two numbers. The second of two numbers is 5 more than twice the first. Their sum is 29. Find the numbers. The second of two numbers is 5 more than twice the first. Their sum is 29. Find the numbers. So step A is to determine what it is they want us to find. They have named the numbers first and second. First number, second number. We need a sentence that says the first number is, and we need a sentence that says the second number is. Well, they give us one of those, but they don't give us the other. They give us the second number is. So if they're telling us what the second number is, we don't know what the first is, so we call it X. I have to have a statement that says the first number is to be able to put something else. So the second number is 5 more than, we're adding 5. More is plus, than is reverse word. So the 5 goes on the right side of the plus sign, twice the first, 2 times the first. So the first number is X, the second number is 2X plus 5. Now we find the equation sentence. The equation sentence is very short. Their sum is 29. So we translate. Their sum means the first number plus the second number equals 29. The first number is X plus the second number is 2X plus 5. Those add up to 29. First number plus second number. Now we solve. Get rid of parentheses. We don't have parentheses. Combine like terms. Yes. We have a 2x and an x. That's 3x plus 5 equals 29. Look to see if there are variables on both sides. No, we don't have that. Step 4, stop, check. Is this the only variable term in the problem? Yes, there are no other x's. Step 5, undo addition or subtraction. The 5 is being added, the 3 is being multiplied, so I'm going to subtract 5 and subtract 5. The 5's add out, we're left with 3x. 29 minus 5 is 24. Undo multiplication or division. So since I'm multiplying by 3, I need to divide by 3. Divide by 3. The 3's divide out, we're left with x. 24 divided by 3 is 8. If I put 8 in here, the first number is 8, but the second number is 2 times 8 plus 5, which is 16 plus 5, which is 21. So now we can answer the question. The first number is 8, and the second is 21. Again, you've got to learn the process, and if you learn the process and follow the steps and write stuff down, you have a better chance of getting them right. If you're not going to write stuff down, my bet is you're not going to get them right. Number 3 says the sum of two numbers, the sum of two numbers is 42. The first is 6 less than 3 times the second. Find the numbers. They're telling us to find numbers. There are two numbers that we're finding, and they have labeled them first and second. I would like to have a sentence that says the first number is something. And I would like to have a sentence that says the second number is something. Well, unfortunately, they only give us one of those. Which number do we not know anything about? Which number have they not told us what it is? We have a sentence that says the first is. There is no sentence that says the second is. So the second is X, because they haven't told us what it is. But the first is 6 less than, 6 minus, and than is a reverse word. So we are subtracting 6. Reverse word means the 6 has to go on the other side of the minus sign. 3 times the second. And that would be 3x. Then we find the equation word, sentence. Okay, the equation sentence is the sum of two numbers is 42. So we translate. Sum of two numbers, first number plus second number is 42. The first number is 3x minus 6 plus the second number is x, and it is equal to 42. Now we solve. Step 1, get rid of parentheses. I don't have any. Step 2, combine like terms on both sides of the equal sign. On the left, I have 3x and x. That's 4x minus 6. On the right, there are no terms to combine. Step 3, make sure that we don't have variables on both sides of the equal sign. I don't. I only have it here. Step 4, stop, check. Is there only one variable left in the problem? Yes, the 4x, the x is the only variable in the problem. Step 5, undo addition or subtraction. So we are subtracting 6, multiplying by 4. So I need to add 6 and add 6. The 6's add out, we're left with 4x. 42 plus 6 is 48. Undo multiplication or division. I'm multiplying by 4, undo by dividing by 4. The 4's divide out, we're left with x. 48 divided by 4 is 12. Then we need to take the 12 and put back in up here. That's going to be 12. This is going to be 3 times 12 minus 6, which is 36 minus 6, which is 30. So now we can answer the question. The first number is 30, comma, the second is 12. Look at number 4. Number 4 says the greater of two numbers is 9 more than the smaller. Their sum is 67. Find the numbers. The greater of two numbers is 9 more than the smaller. Their sum is 67. Find the numbers. First thing we do is determine what they're asking us to find. They want us to find the numbers, but this time the numbers are labeled greater and smaller. I would love to have a sentence that says the greater number is, and a sentence that says the smaller number is. But I don't get that. I get one of them. Which one of these things do we call X? Which one gets called X? Okay, well, it's got to be either the greater number or the smaller number. One of those we're going to call X. I would like to have a sentence that says the greater number is, or a sentence that says the smaller number is. Well, I have a sentence that says the greater is 9. 9 more than, etc., etc. There is no sentence that says the smaller is, so the smaller number will be called X. The greater number is 9 more than, so that's 9 plus reverse word, 9 gets switched to the other side, the smaller is X. So plus, the 9 is on the right side of the plus sign because of the reverse word than. The smaller is X, it's written in front of the plus sign. Now we find our equation sentence. Equation sentence is their sum is 67. So now we translate. Sum means add, so the greater number plus the smaller number equals 67. X plus 9 plus X equals 67. Now we solve. Get rid of parentheses. We don't have any. Combine like terms. On the left side, I have X plus 9 plus X. The X plus X is 2X plus 9. There are no terms to combine on the right. Then we make sure that we don't have variables on both sides. I don't. Step 4 is stop, check, make sure that the variable term is only one term left. The 2x is the only variable term left in the problem. We can move forward. Step 5, undo addition or subtraction. The 9 is being added, the 2 is being multiplied. So I subtract 9 and subtract 9. The 9's add out, we get 2x. 67 minus 9 is 58. Now we undo multiplication by dividing. 58 divided by 2 is 29. So we'll put 29 in for x here, 29 in for x there. 29 plus 9 is 38. So now we can answer the question. The greater number is 38. The smaller is 29. Look at number 5. Number 5 says find two numbers whose sum is 49. If the greater is 4 more, and that's actually a parentheses, and this is a lowercase, it's one sentence. If the greater is 4 more than 8 times the smaller. Find two numbers whose sum is 49 if the greater is 4 more than 8 times the smaller. I want you to do this problem and tell me what you get when you get your answer. I want you to do this one. Tell me what you get when you get your answer. First thing we do is determine what we're looking for. They want us to find two numbers. So, and they're labeling these numbers greater and smaller. So we have a greater number. We have a smaller number. I need a sentence that says the greater number is, and I need a sentence that says the smaller number is. Well, they're only going to give me one of those. It says greater is. So that means the smaller must be x. The greater is 4 more than 4, and we have a reverse word, 8 times the smaller. So the greater is 4 more than, means 4 is on the other side of the plus sign, 8 times x. Then we look for our equation sentence. Our equation sentence is sum is 49. So it's really more of a phrase here instead of a sentence. So we're going to translate. That means the greater number plus the smaller number is 49. 8x plus 4 plus x is 49. 8x and 1x is 9x. There are no parentheses, so we combine like terms on the left. 8x and 1x is 9x plus 4. On the right, there are no terms to combine. Then we cannot have x's on both sides. We don't. We only have it on one side. Step 4, stop, check, make sure that's the only variable term in the problem. It is. Now we undo addition or subtraction. The 4 is being added, the 9 is being multiplied, so we subtract 4 and subtract 4. The 4's add out, we're left with 9x. 49 minus 4 is 45. Divide by 9, divide by 9. 9's divide out, we're left with x. 45 divided by 9 is 5. If I put 5 in for x here, I get 5. If I put 5 in for x here, I get 40 plus 4, 44. So we solved. Now we can answer the question. The greater number is 44. The smaller is 5. Okay? Very good. Maybe y'all are finally getting the hang of this. Not so bad after all. All right, now I want to look at number 9. Number 9. Look at what happens to us on number 9. The sum of 3 numbers. The sum of 3 numbers is 45. The first number is 4 times the second, comma, while the third is 9 more than the second. Find the numbers. Okay, well, don't panic. We're going to do the same thing that we were doing, exactly the same thing. This time we have 3 numbers, and they're calling them first, second, third. First number, second number, third number. I need a sentence that says the first number is. I need a sentence that says the second number is. I need a sentence that says the third number is. Well, they give me 2 of them, but they don't give me the other one. Which one of those things do we call X? Which one do we call X? All right, yes, the second. Because I have a sentence that says the first is. I have a phrase. I have a phrase that says third is, but there is no phrase that says second is. So the second's got to be X. We don't know what it is. The first is 4 times the second. 4 times the second. So that's 4x. The third is 9 more than, reverse word, the second. So x plus 9. Now we look for our equation sentence, or in this case, phrase. Sum of 3 numbers is 45. That is a sentence. Now we translate. Sum of the numbers, first plus second plus third equals 45. 4x plus x plus 9. There's the first number, there's the second number, there's the third number, equals 45. Get rid of parentheses. I don't have any. Combine like terms. On the left, 4x plus x plus x is 6x plus 9 equals. On the right side, no terms to combine. I just have 45. Step 3, we don't want variables on both sides of the equal sign. I do not have that. Step 4, stop, check. Is this the only variable term in the problem? Yes. Now we can move on. Step 5, undo addition or subtraction. The 9 is being added, the 6 is being multiplied. So we subtract 9, subtract 9. The 9's add out, we're left with 6x. 45 minus 9 is 36. Then divide by 6, divide by 6. X is 6. Well, if I put 6 in here, 4 times 6 is 24. 6 here is 6. And 6 plus 9 is 15. So we solved. And now we answer the question. So the first number is 24. The second is 6. The third is 15. Okay? So you see, the problem's not worked any different. You've got to find a sentence that says the first number is. You got to find a sentence that says the second number is. You got to find a sentence that says the third number is. One of them will be missing. The one that's missing, that's the one you call X. All right. I want you to do number 10. Number 10 says the sum of 3 numbers is 49. The second number is twice the first. And the third is 1 less than the second. find the numbers. Okay, do that one. Tell me what you get for your answer. All right, let's take a look. Find the numbers. They're labeling them first, second, third. So we have first number, second number, third number. I would like to have a sentence that says, or a phrase that says first number is, a phrase that says second number is, a phrase that says third number is. Well, I have second number is, I have third is. It did not say one thing about first, so the first is X. The second is twice the first, 2 times the first. The third is 1 less than the second. Here's the second. 1 less than that would be 2x minus 1. Find the equation sentence. The equation sentence is the sum of 3 numbers is 49. Translate. First plus second plus third is 49. X plus 2x plus 2x minus 1 is 49. There is the first number, there is the second number, there is the third number. Now we solve. Get rid of parentheses, don't have any. Add like terms. On the left side of the equal sign, I have x plus 2x plus 2x. That's 5x minus 1. On the right side of the equal sign, there are no like terms. I have 49. Step 3, make sure we don't have variables on both sides of the equal sign. I do not. Step 4, stop, check. Is this the only variable term left in the problem? The answer is yes, that's the only variable term in the problem. Step 5, undo addition or subtraction. The 1 is being subtracted from the x, the 5 is being multiplied. So I'm going to add 1 and add 1. The ones add out, I get 5x. 49 plus 1 is 50. Then divide by 5, divide by 5. The 5's divide out, we're left with x equals 10. So the first number is 10. The second number is 2 times 10, which is 20. And the third number is 2 times 10 minus 1, which is 20 minus 1, which is 19. Answer the question. The first number is 10. The second is 20. The third is 19.
If you liked this video, please click on the thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please click on the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, please click the bell.